let me just turn the radio off. Am I in frame? Probably not. Right, so I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try and do one Citroen video because people are enjoying it, but it's what I feel like I should add a bit more depth to my channel. So I'm going to do one video a week of just what I do in the workshop. Snippets here and there of what I get up to in the workshop, and here is car number 1 of the week. I don't even want to show every car, but I'll just show some things what I'm up to. This simple, just in for some disc and pads. Brembo Performance front disc and pads. I fitted Brembo Performance rear disc and pads a few months ago, and the customer wants these doing now. So simple job, simple parts. Bob's your uncle. Them coated discs with the coated bells there. They're awesome. And then just a nice set of pads. These are good. They're not amazing. Like they're not going to be like a Ferrado DS250, but they're a good upgrade. Nevertheless, so they're a good upgrade. We'll get them fitted on. Friend's here with his Alfa Romeo, so let's go and have a look at his Alfa. He's just an underbody restoration, under bonnet restoration, and I look after this car and it's clean as fuck. So let's go and have a look.
What are you doing to it now?
Enjoying it, huh?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it looks nuts, that, doesn't it?
So get that engine.
Cool.
Paid off as well.
It sure has. Yeah, that's, you buy it because of those reasons, don't you? Looks good in here, doesn't it? So, caliper off, piston squeezed back, the pads are removed, the carrier is removed, the disc is removed, the hub is scrubbed to an inch of its life like brand new, and the new disc is put on. Onto the bench, file everything flat, perfect, clean job. My brakes have to be perfect for me. Put the carrier back on, torque the bolts to spec, put proper pad grease on the pads and put the pads in, caliper on and torque to spec. Done. Okay. Front disc and pads done. So disc, Brembo Performance disc, Brembo Performance pads, torque to spec, everything. So carrier bolts torque to spec, caliper bolts torque to spec, everything filed completely flat, rust free, proper grease on the pads, proper job. That is literally as good as you're going to get anywhere. Sliders checked for free play, everything good. So I'm going to clean the disc up now with some brake cleaner and then jobs are good and on to the other side. One thing we like to do here is just a quick run out check. So we've got 0.04, which is acceptable, so that's good. Just a quick quality control measure there. Okay, car number 2 of the day. S3 in for some cam magnets. And an intake manifold flap motor. Well, sensor, position sensor. It's a bit rough, this car. New customer, trade customer. A little bit rough, but they said they're going to clean it up themselves, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to fit these magnets for them and then fit that valve and then just go from there. Message them and get them to pick it up. Starting off with the intake manifold position sensor, we try and pop it out. It basically just got tabs on it, so you just pop the tabs out. A bit tricky in situ. Also, I noticed this block connector was damaged along with the sensor was damaged and the intake manifold was damaged. So someone's definitely been here before, which was the case with this vehicle, full stop. It was pretty rough. Oil filter out to get more access, and then it's simply pop it off, put it back on, but it's so tight, everything was a bit shady with this car. And onto a bit of bread and butter MQB work here, cam magnets, intake and exhaust. Simple. I've got this laser tool, it's super good for this job and it makes it super light work. 3 bolts per side. Coolant bottle, I just throw it out the way, just give myself a bit more room, work around the aircon pipes, and this tool I have is just made for the job really. I think if you come from Audi, this tool is necessary and it just helps you out. Just super easy job. You've probably seen these done a gazillion times.
and I think in the next video I'll explain how they work.
So here you can see the original cam magnets. So see that there? That's actually not too bad. It's a bit too stiff, a little bit too stiff, but this one, it's not. There you go, started to go again. But yeah, see the new one? See that? The old one. Just doing it, to be fair. So if this doesn't fix it, it's probably another issue, which I'm guessing will be, so if the cam magnets get too bad, it actually pumps the harness full of oil. So the harness there, that plug is full of oil. And that won't clean up right, that'll never clean up. It would have capillary reaction all the way down the loom, so we'll see, we'll fit the parts and then see what we go from there.
So installation is the same as removal, just 3 bolts. I always put a smear of red rubber grease onto the cam magnet, so then it helps slide into the housing a bit better. But yeah, straightforward job. Nothing to really rave home about. Just 3 bolts, put the coolant bottle back, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and all the mother relations you've never heard of. Job done.
Right across there. It is. Do you want one? Do you want me to put a Kolatech sticker on the back? No. So this was off. It said Cooper at R. So that's fixed. Another one done. Okay, so we're out on the road. I went to the garage at the bottom of the road to look at a Passat for them they were struggling with. That needs a selector lever. Basically, there's a technical bulletin saying if the vehicle does it when it's all the time, it's more than likely the selector. The canvas signal from the selector gear shift control unit drops out and causes intermittent loss of gears. Or if it does it when it's hot, it's the mechatronics unit. So there's a technical bulletin there, cheeky little one, nice and easy. No selector repair for that concern, because it's not a part concern, it's actually a internal selector concern. So if you know about the S3s and Golf R's selector concerns, you know that there's that little modified thingamabob. We're out on the road now. We're going looking at my very good customer's friend's Mini, who was broken down due to a selector fault. So manual, so it's like woo, the gear stick's doing nothing. Recently had a clutch. So you know what that's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be selector cables. Next time, just have to come to me for a clutch instead. Gonna go and do that. And then I'm back at the shop because at 5 o'clock I'm doing a bit of a late one. I've got an RS3 coming for initial diagnosis on a selector concern. So another selector concern. That will be coming later. Quickly plug that in, find the fault codes, search for technical bulletins, and I'm guessing it will be that thing I was on about, that small micro switch for the park mechanism. So we'll go for that. We'll get that in, plug it in. I want to be 100% with the diagnosis, hence why it's coming for the initial diagnosis, and I'm not going to throw a part at it. And then we're done. So yeah, I'm on the road. I'll video it when I get there. So side-to-side engagement, we've got something of. It's not great though, but something inside the box is gone. I'll insert the video that I sent to the customer, well, my customer's friend, the guy who arranged the job, just so that you can understand what's happened. But not good. It's gonna have to have the box out, reconditioned, or a second-hand box, or the car's going to scrap, isn't it? It's one of the three. Right, it's gonna be a bit of a long video, but bear with me. So that should be, that gear stick's down, yeah? So if I, oh god, jump over here, that's that there. This should be engaging, for example, third now. Nothing. So you see now the gear cable's fine, it's on, it's attached, it's doing its thing. This is side to side movement, so that's side to side inside, that's fine. But something inside the box has gone. Cable's fine, but it's not doing its thing. So if I lift that up, you can't really see it. Can you see it? No. So if I lift that up, see the actual pin? The pin is turning, which says to me it's trying to do something within the gearbox, but It's just not selecting anything. It's the gearbox inside, something inside the box has gone. Front left LHM leak. Why? Why have you got to be like this, Mr. Car? Let's have a quick butcher's under with me noggin and let's have a look. Oh, yes. Well, not yes, because it's not great, but we have a broken low pressure pipe, which has previously been repaired and now it's gone worse, so that's good. Well, oh, my knees, it's been a long day. I say good. It's the best of a bad situation, isn't it? Because, and them little things around the back of the struts need to be replaced. Don't know what they called it, if anyone could help me. I can just put 2 new ones on both sides. But yeah, could be worse. I can just shove some brake pipe in and fix it. Ish. But yeah, I'm super chuffed with that. Super chuffed with that, so. New episode. Let's see what we're gonna do this week. Day number 2 in the shop. Mondays I work for someone else. Yesterday you saw, I think I had 6 cars in yesterday. Today I've got Golf R, another one. We love these. We do a lot of these. In for oil leaks, which have been diagnosed as upper timing cover and a few other little bits. And we also got a radar calibration issue. So we got Audi here, genuine deal too. And that's where the radar is there. So it's a little bit out. So we're gonna calibrate it using not the tool for the job, but the way I do them in here, because we don't have the reflector board like you should do. But yeah, we're gonna just reverse the car out now and calibrate this. So basically what you do is you get your shutter here and you get your ruler, which ruler tape measure, you set it to 120 and you get the car 120 away from the shutter, which is approximately where it is now. That'll probably do. That'll probably do. So let's just hit calibrate on here. Ignition on. Do you want to repeat the procedure? Yes, we do. Ooh. Is it gonna work? Ooh, not okay. Horizontal offset, not okay. Let's go a tiny bit closer and go from there. Yeah, something behind the radar. The radar bracket must be wrong because no matter what I do, it's well out. It's well out. So it's not completed, it's the horizontal offset, so that way it's out by quite a bit. Oh. So that needs to be horizontal, sorry, that's that way. So it's not right. It needs a board and it needs a new radar bracket, I would recommend. Freshly wrapped caddy. Long wheelbase. That's cool, isn't it? I suppose we've got a glow plug fault, an airbag fault on this one. Oh, that's stiff. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that was very stiff. So we've got a glow plug fault and an airbag fault, so that's what we're currently on with this thing. That was a bit stiff, weren't it? Common for these little bits here going. Would ideally not like that to go, because that wouldn't be fun. I might knock it for a bit more time to have a look at that. But yeah, glow plug fault supposedly cylinder 2 is a bit iffy. So what we can do here quickly is if we just get, let's just get an easier one, cylinder 4 here. That was tight. That's cylinder 3, ignore that. Cylinder 4. Put cylinder 3 back on. Be a bit of a pain, them ones. Right, so we'll get a multimeter. So do this. Use your multimeter or use a test light. Baz, if you're watching, Baz uses the test light. He likes that method. I'm still on with the method we got taught at the dealer. I'm still on with the resistance. I sometimes use the light bulb method, but I don't like it that much. So if we go on to resistance there, and we just get a good earth, which is, this will be a good earth. And all we're doing is just checking the resistance of the glow plug. If it's not going through the block, it's not a good one. So there, 137 ohms, that's ridiculous. And we go on to a known good one. 2. 137, back to the known good one. 2. So yeah, that is bollocks. So what we need to do there is blow it out, lube it up, leave this van running for a bit, because that is some serious shit in that engine. I'm a bit concerned about that. How much shit is there? So we need to blow that out and give it a good run, get it up to temp. Let it do its thing. Put some lube in there, let this van heat up. Turns out that glow plug's tight, like very tight. So I'm on to the next fault, which I'll show you in a second. Well, show you now. Get airbag fault, plug in Audi and using the dealer tool, using all data for my technical stuff. We'll go from up here, we go on to Oldest, we can see the N199 igniter side airbag on driver side, thoracic airbag igniter resistance too high. So if we go done, it will go blah de blah, and then it's a switch off, blah de blah, unplug the following connector, coupling for side airbag under the seat, so it's an under the seat fault, connect a resistor basically, and we don't have one of those unfortunately. So that's what it's doing. It's a side airbag, so yeah, 6.8 ohms. So there's obviously something there that tells you to put an adapter in, which we don't have. So if we go to all data now, we need to try and find the N199. So this is how we diagnose cars here, N199. We use technical bulletins and stuff like that. So nothing there, so we have to go airbag systems. Let's go on there. We'll just flick through till we find what we need to find. We can go, right, so front side airbag, number 2. So number 2, we scroll down, number 2 is the N199, which is simple as N199. That matches up nicely. So that is it. If we go remove and install, this is going to be whole seat out strip job in it. Moving and installing front with curtain airbag. Has it got a curtain? Actually, it doesn't, does it? Bugger. Oh well, it'll be a similar idea. Remove front seat, remove belt buckle, remove all that, remove backrest. Wowzer. Wowzer, so it's that one there. We'll send that to the customer, see what they want to do, because we're going to have to do some investigation. The customer about his airbag concern, he said, right, I'm going to solve some Golf R seats and let's do a Golf R retrofit and retrofit heated seats. Sweet. So that works for me really, so that's good. That is very good. So some more good work there for me. But yeah, a bit of a shame. It's just a bit of an awkward one. It's one of them, when you work on your own, it's at the dealer, you'd take the seat out, you'd strip it, you'd repair it and put it back. But when you're in the dealer world, you've got to think of how many diagnostic hours you can actually charge a customer. I charged the customer an hour's initial investigation into this. Can you go further than that? Yes, of course you can, but it's a lot of hours to strip this seat down, to investigate and plug in the resistor to get to the same conclusion that it needs a seat. So in the aftermarket world, you'd be better off just going and getting a second-hand seat and putting it in. So it's difficult to get to work like a dealer, if that makes sense. But the customer's happy to put Golf R seats in, so we're happy. Good, it should be a good little day, that Golf R seats, retrofitting heated seats, not bad work really. So you leave it running for a while, put your fancy spray on. I use liquid moly stuff for this job, and then you go for it. You got to get it red hot. If you don't get it red hot, this will snap and then you're in for a world of pain. You're gonna have to subcontract someone to get it out with the tool, or buy the tool yourself to get it out. But you can see there the tip's completely black. There's been no heating of that glow plug for a long time. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Genuine original one from 2017. Hot. But yeah, done. Fix from this morning. New seal on, new oil cap. We're just gonna clean up the cam magnet holes, and we're gonna recon the cam magnets a bit. You can see here, remember I was talking yesterday, they should make a noise and they should come in and out, which these do. So what you can do is you can flush through these oil holes here with some brake cleaner, free them up a bit, because this one's a little bit stiff. And it needs to be a bit freer. So I'm gonna free those up and then put them back in. But look at that, it looks nice, that, doesn't it? Bit of brake cleaner, flush them through, getting back to standard.